There's so much to do, getting ready just for you. Everybody's busy, bring you a Disney afternoon. Can you feel the buzz? Well, you gonna feel the buzz because everybody's busy, getting real dizzy. Bring you a Disney afternoon. Bum bum. Hello, Brian the fanboy here, and today I'm gonna talk about the Disney afternoon. Now, I first saw the Disney Afternoon when I was 5 years old in 1991. And the lineup I remember when I first was watching it was DuckTales, followed by Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, followed by Tailspin, followed by Darkwing Duck. Now, the reason I didn't mention Coming Bears in the lineup was because, by the time I started watching Disney Afternoon, Coming Bears wasn't airing over there. I mean, you see, before I started watching the Disney Afternoon, I was watching cartoons on another channel on weekday afternoons, and the only comic bears I knew about was the candy. So anyway, and I don't remember how I discovered a Disney Afternoon. Uh, I wasn't sure it was after school or after watching shows on the junior, but all I remember was I just found it for some reason. Whether it was turned on my TV and I changed the wrong channel to what I usually was watching. But anyway, on to that Disney afternoon. Now, I'm not going to spend too much talking about each shows. I'm just, gonna talk about each show quickly. Now, the first show I will talk about while watching Disney afternoon was DuckTales. Woohoo! Yes. Now, I knew about what got my attention of the show was that well, it featured Huey, Dewey, and Louie, and I knew who they were because I knew they were the nephews of Donald Duck. Of course, when I was watching that show, I always wondered why Donald was not in it. Of course, eventually, when I became an adult and was researching that show, I was, well, it turns out that on the first, there was this episode that explained it, that Donald went joined the Navy so he can, explore the world and stuff. And that, so Huey, Dewey, and Louie were made to live with their Uncle Scrooge, who is actually a Donald's uncle. So I guess it would be their great uncle, I think. And I remember some characters. In fact, my favorite character, well, yes, I did enjoy that show, but I kind of like it better when Gizmo Duck came around. And there was a lot of fun adventures because seeing all different things, and that was something I was looking forward to watching when I came home to school. Now, the next year was Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. Yes, now what got my attention on that show was that well, I knew about, well, I don't know if I knew about Chip and Dale, but it looked kind of interesting to me. I mean, remember I had this Disney book and one of the stories, and it was with Donald and the two chipmunks. And I remember in that cartoon, Chip and Dale, they had their crush on this girl mouse named Gadget, and it was entertaining to watch when I was a kid. Now the next show I remember watching was Whoa He Yo Dale Spin, Whoa He Yo Dale Spin. Now that show was also excited to watch because I knew it had like characters from the Jungle Book. I mean, not all of them, but I knew about Baloo, King Louie, and Shere Khan. And it was kind of interesting to see, there might be like people instead of animals. I mean, you see, Baloo was a pilot, and then, oh yes, Louie, he wasn't king, but he owned a restaurant. And Shere Khan was this businessman, kind of like a Lex Luthor kind of character. And the show to air on Disney afternoon every day was Darkwing Duck with this double GTW. Yes, I remember. Well, actually, when I first saw that cartoon, I didn't much get into it, but that was because well, it was a new show, And then, sometime later came the Goof Troop. They always stay together. Yes. And what got me excited about it was because it was about Goofy. He had a son named Max, and his neighbors were Pete, who has a wife and kids, with his son PJ being the best friend of Max. Of course, I always wonder why they didn't. Only wonder if Max, the Goofy had a son, then who was his wife? Only that's something I will never know probably. I don't think they were talking about as well, some of the future. But anyway, now there was this time when I wasn't able to watch the Disney Afternoon for some time as often. I mean, I was still watching it, but not as much. You see, sometime after my sister was born, I was made to go to the house where the father, my father's side of the family was living in. So yeah, so I wasn't able to watch much of the Disney Afternoon, but it didn't bother me because I had a cousin who was living in the house, and we always play together, whether it was with his toys or a video game, or maybe we would watch a video cassette, those kind of things. And then when another mine from my mother's side of the family came to live with us, I went back to taking a bus home, my own home again, like I used to, and I started watching the Disney Afternoon again as often. Now, when my family moved to Chelmsford in Massachusetts, well, I kind of started not watching much as the Disney Afternoon as I used to because, well, you see, for one thing, I started to watch some shows from PBS Kids, and of course, I also discovered Fox Kids. So some of those shows had stuff I was more interested in watching on weekday afternoons. I mean, I was still watching some people watch Disney Channel. I mean, the Disney Afternoon from at the time, but my visual was kind of different every day. I mean, whether I want to watch something or play a video game or play with my toys, it all depended on what I was feeling or feel like doing. And then when my family moved to Medford, I started to watch less and less on the Disney Afternoon now as well. But that's only because Fox Kids was having more shows I was interested in watching, like Tiny Toons, Power Rangers, Animaniacs, and I think Batman Animated Series. But I think I was watching something else around that time. But I came more at but I came more on that another video. No, during the mid to late 90s, well, even though I didn't watch the Disney Afternoon as often as I did, I did check out what they had once in a while, but I haven't watched it on a regular basis. And the last time I saw something on the Disney Afternoon was I think around 1987, and I think it was Darkwing Duck that was. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. Yes, when I was living in Medford, they were showing Bonkers. Yeah, that's something I was interested in watching. Well, I mean, it was new and well, it wasn't much fun of the seasons with with the Lucky Piquel. However, when the one with the woman police officer, I think Officer Corrados, I forgot her full name, but yeah, I kind of like the episodes for her ended better because she seemed like a nice lady, and I kind of like her personality, and that's why I like that season of Bonkers. And as I mentioned before, I didn't watch the Disney Afternoon as much as I used to because of the shows that were airing on Fox Kids. And eventually I did find Kids of UB as well. But I'll talk more about that in another video. All those other flags that I was watching. Yeah, I'll talk more about those in another video. So well, anyway, yes. Sorry, have you here? So anyway, even during my time of not watching the Disney Afternoon as often, I did know about the other shows that was going on at that time, like Gargoyles, Aladdin, and of course the Lion King's Timon and Pumbaa. Now, the final shows that were, around the end of the Disney afternoon, like Crackback and the Money Ducks cartoon. Well, I didn't watch those shows on the Disney afternoon because, well, I didn't know about them. I only found out about them when they were airing on weekday mornings, and I think I only saw them when I didn't have school. Now, and even though by the time that Disney afternoon was stopped airing, well, the Disney Channel, I started watching some of the shows that were in it on the Disney Channel. Back when I started being part of basic cable, and I remembered, different memories to the what I saw, and even some other shows were airing on other networks as well. They were just reruns, but I remember DuckTales was airing probably around 2 o'clock around that time, on another channel. I forgot what it was, but yes. And I heard, and I knew that those old shows started airing on the Toon Disney Channel as well. And even though they're not airing currently, at least what I'm aware of, I know that some of those shows are in, well, a lot of them are right now on Disney Plus, which you can watch it on, anytime you want, and whatever languages they have available in there. I mean, you can watch it in English, Spanish, any other languages, depending, which shows you're watching. And also, this year will be the 30th anniversary of the Disney Afternoon. It will be this September, and I'm planning to do something special for it. I haven't figured it out yet, but I'll figure something by then. And I'm not being paid by Disney to talk about this old blog. I'm just sharing, my memories of it and telling you where you can watch them. And well, yes, the Disney Afternoon was a fun short blog to watch when I was growing up. And I think that's all I can say about it, and I'll see you next time. Bye.